Hey guys, Desloader Magic here, and I have already talked about this, but this definitely deserves its own video now that we have like a picture of it and stuff. So you may have already heard that the Dominaria Buy a Box promo, which is only available to WPN locations, it is back to being one specific card. And I say back to because it always was one specific card. It's like, here's your promo, this is exactly what you will get. But once or twice, it was either Rivals or it was like Rivals Annex Land, I forgot which. But briefly, I guess you could say, it was a doubled up standard showdown pack, basically. You would literally get a sealed pack, randomized cards inside of it, but, you know, they're all, mythic or rare, and then one of them was a foil, except they, multiplied everything by 2, except I think maybe the land there was only one. Honestly, they weren't very clear about what was in it, but I understood it to be like $20+ worth of value on average. That's a lot. Like, if your local gaming store is selling boxes for $110, and then you get a buy a box promo of about $20, that brings it down to $90. Like, that still doesn't compete with those douchebags at Sports and More, but it brings it closer. And then you got to pay sales tax anyway. But still, I mean, that was a lot of value. And if you're buying a box, you probably enjoy opening random things to see what you get. So, of course, it should be a blind pack with random stuff in it. So that was a fantastic move, but unfortunately, they're back to doing a single. And so, what did they do? Well, they made it this card. And you might be asking yourself, what are those? Well, that's the new card frame. I believe they said that any legendary card will have this new frame on top. I think it's kind of busy and needless, but I don't know. It helps you visually identify without having to read that this is legendary, so that's kind of cool. But of course, all older cards do not have this, so I don't know. Kind of inconsistent, whatever. I like the color identifying though. That's kind of cool because, just gold, I never did like that. I like the split down the middle color stuff. So anyway, this is the card, and here's the gimmick, okay? Here's why they think this card is so valuable. You can only get it as a buy a box promo. Now, when it comes to buy a box promos and how many you get as a store, I don't know, it changes all the time, and I'm not a WPN location, but I think on average for a pretty big store, it's something like 40 or 50. I think they were at least in multiples of 40, and I think you could get 40 or 80 or just something in that neighborhood. So per store, they only got that many of the buy a box promo. Now, will it be higher this time? I have no idea. They are just simply not releasing that information. So, I mean, it would be nice if it was over 100, but it's are they really going to give them over 100 if they buy less than 100 boxes? Probably not. But the problem is, if you want one, there's so few to go around, the price is going to be insane. So, okay, let me phrase it this way. This is why this was an incredibly stupid idea. Either nobody wants this card for anything, so it's like a 50-cent card, then, oh boy, 50% promo. We're back to, buy a box promo that sucks. I mean, there have legitimately been buy a box promos under $1. Then it's who cares? Why bother? Yeah, it's cool, it's collectible, but still. Or everybody wants this card, but there's not enough for everybody, so just mathematically, some people do not get to play with this card. They cannot get their hands on a copy of this card. The side effect is the thing would hit $30, $40, which is cool, I guess, if you have one, but the other thing is it's really hard to get more than one. So if you want more than one, then you lose even if you have one. So either it's worthless and it's a bad idea, or it's worth a ton of money and it's a bad idea. Either way, it's a bad idea. Nothing good can come from this. So definitely a massive, massive unimprovement over the, I don't know what to call them, buy a box promo packs, I guess. I think that's what they're calling them. The double showdown packs or whatever. But let's look at this. I mean, right off the bat, it's legendary and it costs 6. That's not great. I mean, especially for a commander, which they're going to reference in a second. I'm going to make that a separate video, though. Let's just say they wanted this to be a commander, but there's a little bit more to that. So it's red-white, that's typical Minotaur, and this is a Minotaur, so if you're playing some Boros RTR Gate Crash thing, okay. I mean, I don't know who's really still playing that, but it was a good deck. And then, oh look, was that Soulfire Grandmaster or whatever? Red, instant, and sorcery spells you control have lifelink. I mean, okay, it's only red, okay, but, I mean, come on, giving a burn deck lifelink is bad, but would you play a 6 cost in a burn deck? Probably not. But red-white persistent burn, like spell recursion, lifelink stall, or like semi-removal giant creature stomp. I mean, like, that's kind of a deck archetype. Like, it's not the most popular thing in the world, but it's, you see it. So just trying to think what this would go in, and maybe like something with roast and like heat ray, maybe. And maybe like dragons and angels, or I don't know. Maybe Minotaur tribal, obviously, that would be a thing. So I'm leaning towards worthless, but I mean, it's not worthless giving red spells lifelink. Like, that's pretty nuts. I only know of 2 other cards that have done that ever. I'm sure there's more, but I only know of 2. So they also say whenever a white instant or sorcery spell causes you to gain life, he deals 3 damage to target creature or player. That is a lot, and that's just like anytime you gain life, but the source has to be an instant or sorcery. So that is narrow, but that's like life gain, burn, mid, which is like the safer alternative to burn, but a little bit less quick and less effective, and it gives your opponent time to respond. So once again, I mean, this is very powerful, but the fact that it's 6 just kills it. And then it's a 4/6, but like really you'd treat it as like an enchantment. You would never want to lose this in combat. But with 6 toughness, are you really going to? And you need everybody damage that you can get. So somebody maybe would swing with this. Oh, and then they got, Celestial Flared and it's gone or whatever. Or like Settle the Wreckage, Aetherize, whatever. Like, it's not safe, but you wouldn't want to miss out on the damage. So this is just kind of a bad card, but it's also like a super powerful, almost good card. So I am like really on the fence. I think just the deciding factor is 6. 6 mana is so much. Could it really fit into Modern? Probably not. Could it fit into Commander? Absolutely, but as the Commander, probably not. I don't know. I think it's crap. But the fact that they were trying to drop in like a $5, $10, maybe $20 single and say this is the only place you can get it, that is cheap, stupid, manipulative, terrible, and it just pisses off the more players than it helps. Because if you want one, then you gotta go get one. And then, like I said, on the flip side, if it turns out to be a $1.50 card, then, oh boy, buy a box promo. Who cares? You're going to go buy it online because the packs were worth more. So they should probably just go back to the packs. So I don't agree with this at all. I think it's just stupid. So I'm going to leave the new format that they invented for the second video, 4th video, whatever the hell we're on today. I don't even care anymore. Can you feel the excitement, guys? Can you feel it? I'm leave that for the next video, but just keep in mind this card. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next video.